around the corner here now, if you look out to the right hand side of the bus, you can appreciate some of the reasons why the location scouts like this area. The rolling hills, the scattered tree lines, and the Kaimai ranges you can see out there in the background. All of that would be used to help depict the look of Middle Earth. For the Alexander farm, the sheep that you see on it, they carry Romney. This particular breed is used for both meat and wool. In the winter months, they have about 6,500 of them. And once they finish lambing, they usually end up with around 13,500 to 14,000 sheep. And they also have a number of cattle on the farm. They're a big black cattle. Their breed name is Angus. There's around 500 of those, and they're currently quite popular at McDonald's. Now also, the main reason why this particular property was chosen was because when the location scouts flew over here, they spotted a lake with a tree beside it, which we now know as the party tree, and that's what they wanted for filming Bilbo's 111th birthday party, or his 111st. Now this road that we've been travelling along, it's just under 2 kilometres in length. It was originally constructed by the New Zealand Army, and it was made for the sole purpose of getting down to the movie site. Now the engineers of the Army, they were told that when they put this road together, it had to be built to a very high standard because it would possibly carry up to 120 vehicles each day, and some of those vehicles would be big 44-tonne truck and trailer units. So it had to be a very well put together road, and took them around 3.5 months to do. Now at the same time, they had 30 set builders, and they spent 9 months constructing Hobbiton itself. Filming started for Lord of the Rings in December of 1999, and they had everything they would need for the trilogy by March of 2000. Then Peter Jackson, he waited a few days, made sure he had all the film footage he required for the 3 movies. Then he gave permission for the set to be pulled apart, because that was all part of the contracts as well. Everything was supposed to have been returned to how they found it. So the demolition crew, they got about halfway when it started to rain. Wouldn't stop in a hurry, so they asked the Alexanders if they could leave it for a couple of months till the weather was better, and then they'd remove the remaining set. Now over the next wee while, the Alexanders then had people knocking on their door, wanting to know if there was something left here to see. So that's when they first of all approached New Line Cinema to see if they could keep what was left, and then to start the tour. Now that permission took 2 years to obtain, the first tour taking place in December 2002. At which point we were very lucky because we were the only location out of around 158 that they'd used throughout the country to have any of the set remaining. But as you're probably well aware, they've been busy filming The Hobbit in New Zealand. It is coming out in 2 movies, the first of which, called An Unexpected Journey, is due for release December 14th this year. The second film, called There and Back Again, is due for release December 13th next year. Now November the 8th last year, they finished filming on this site again for those new movies, and this time around they have left us the set how they used it in the film, which is awesome. So looking out to the right hand side of the bus, you'll start to see some of it. The first building you see is the mill, then the double arched stone bridge leading over towards the marketplace, and the pub, the Green Dragon. Now unfortunately we've never had permission to take you to that side of that set. We still don't have it today. However, it does give you an idea of what you'll be seeing out here. There will be plenty of photo opportunities of it from out on the party field out on set. That, along with 44 Hobbit houses that were all rebuilt for the Hobbit movie. The fence line that you see here on the left, that's the boundary fence. The neighbour, they were asked to sign a contract as well, but not to film on his farm, to keep people off the back of his property, so that in turn they'd remain off the Alexanders. And also when they were building and filming here for Lord of the Rings, the New Zealand government put a no-fly zone up to 5 kilometres over this whole area. If they caught you, they could trace you back to where you landed, have people waiting who would remove your pilot's license, and you would not fly in New Zealand ever again. Now this first little area that we're coming into though, this was the technical car park, so last time around this is where Hobbiton was built, but it's also where they had the big truck and trailer units with all the equipment they required for the actual filming, so like your leads, lights, microphones, cameras, all those important things. And the Alexanders tell us they came through the area one day and counted in excess of 170 vehicles that were parked along either side of the road there and up past the two pine trees out to the right of us. Along the left hand side here now, up until the next corner, this is all the animal kingdom. Now they had horses, cows, pigs, dogs, cats, chickens, you name it, they had it. Even a well-trained eagle brought over from America. There were 3 full-time vets to look after them all, and just like the actors, some of the animals even had their own doubles. But this big flat area here on the left-hand side, where the gravel's all been pushed into the middle there, this was where they had their base camp, so where the Stars caravans, makeup and costume trucks were. And they had a food hall out there, which for Lord of the Rings fed up to 450 people a day if required, 3 meals a day, and it was meant to be on par with any 5-star restaurant. So getting fat hobbits wasn't too difficult. And they even had a big white tent there for all the extras to get their makeup and costume on. And regardless of the number of extras that they had on site each day, it still took around 2 hours to get one hobbit dressed and ready for filming. And even though at the end of the day they had it set up like a little town, the only people that were allowed to stay were the Alexanders and the security guards. Everyone else had to go back to their hotels, motels or private accommodation. Now however, when we do get you down the bottom here today, I will ask you please to take all of your belongings out of this bus, as I do have to take it back for our next trip. Now we have a bus shelter down here. If there's anything you'd like to leave in there for now while you're walking around with Ben, you're more than welcome to. There's umbrellas down here as well, so if you want to grab one just in case, by all means. Before you head into the movie set itself, Ben will just go through some safety rules and guidelines that we have for being out here on this location. And one of the most important things is that you do stay with him as he's getting you around set. Please don't wander off on your own, because part of being compliant with the film company is that our group stay together, but also for the safety reasons with people working out here on set. The other main important thing, of course, is that it is very wet and slippery in some of the places out here on the location too, so please be very careful when walking around, particularly if you go to take a photo. So I know the sky can be quite pretty, probably not the photo you were aiming for. And if you have a costume, by all means feel free to put that on as well too, don't be shy, because to be honest, we've seen plenty. So I'll just turn the bus around first of all, and then we'll send you on your way.
So, we're here. We're about to start a Lord of the Rings movie tour. Apparently, some of the groups coming out here. But yeah, so we're gonna go see some Hobbit holes, the gardens. There's the tree. It's Bilbo's birthday tree for his 111th birthday. Yeah. And right out around the corner, I think, is the Proudfoot home. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see a lot of stuff, take a lot of pictures. There's gonna be the pond. Hopefully we'll see the green dragon. Also see the I don't know, down there. I think we're gonna see. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but it looks like they're doing construction from when we took the bus ride down. So it'll be fun. I'm gonna have a good time, and this is one of the things that you know, we came here to do. Shalom.
So just while you're taking photographs here, part of known as the Gandalf study cuttings, and this is the part where Gandalf comes through on a horse and cart with the fireworks on the back, and he rides up through here. And that is still the same tree, so when you go back to the films, well, first of all, I presume you've all seen the movies, is that correct? First, you have a few people dancing around the party tree. Also, there's a few people come here and propose under the party tree. Some of it is good. The limit, eh, as well?
Well, what about Jango Fett?
Yeah, that is the limit. Jango Fett. Jango Fett was.
I liked him until I saw him through Warrior.
What did you say? He's your brother?
God.
Yeah, he's my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, actually, one of my favorite movies he's in is.
Oh, well, I'm
Hello. Hello.
No one's home.
No one's home. Return home from adventure. It's almost too much to do around here. Sweeping and sweeping. Too much chores. Always something to do in Hobbiton. Okay, time to go back to work.
Yeah, good on, mate.
Okay, I'm done. Whew. Boy, was that hard chopping the wood. Yep, I'm done. Okay, after all that hard work chopping the wood, now it's time to pick some mint. Got a lot of them. Have to make some tea. Oh, and here's some lavender for some more tea. And here's some lettuce for some
Salad.
salad. Oh boy. Now it's time to go home here. Oh yeah. Time to go home. This up in my bucket here. Oh, yeah. Now, try to do more sweeping. Too much adventure. Lots of cleaning. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm going inside, going home. Oi, open the door. It's locked. I guess I'll just wait. See you later. Oh. We have Merry and Pippin to tend to your fine shire weed, and look what happens. You smoke most of it and you forget. This is no good anymore. Can't sell this or smoke this. Well, let's go check out my rabbit trap. Nothing's here. Oh well, let's go check out the rest of the garden. Ooh, the yard's doing really well. I'm gonna trade that for some drink. And, oh, there's some decent shire weed over there. Oh look, there's some other stuff you can eat, which I don't know. I forget what I planted. Too much shire weed. But here, there's some more lavender. Beautiful. It's delicious.
So will we stay in Auckland, in Central? In Central, yeah.
Oh, and if you can see, there's some hobbits hard at work here.
Yeah, he's a bit tall for a hobbit though.
A little bit tall. I'm assuming he lives here. This hobbit hole right here.
They ate the girls, they ate the girls' things. So, so it's all good.
So what was that Maori word did you say?
Kia ora.
Kia ora. What does that mean?
That means g'day, mate.
Ah.
Right?
He's also said something else like huaka?
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. There you go, brother. Oh, I still going to play down with the governor. That's good, though. Take loads of cobwebs out of it. Make a long ball. stuff. Oops. It's in the email. Yes. Oh, wow. Just got to remember to fill it up for him. Fill that here on mine. I've already got 6 to go back to Hobbiton so far this summer. But like, I reckon they should leave those roads again. This one, it's over the Great Road and one of the banks, eh? Just go out. I'll swap them out. Just like really quiet and other trust. You know, we're going to get the old building. Well, that's the bus then.
Maybe it'll be like a new bus.
We'll never complain about it again. Yeah, that's it. We've got our new bus back. We've got our bus back.
So you've got 2 boys for
Australia, mate. The one of them is try and catch a ride.
Peru. Is there any special cities around?
Yesterday, I'm going out there. Cold winds out. I like that. Over the harbour bridge.
first time driving over there.
Hey bro, that's all right, mate. Of course, mate.
Outside lanes, they're the wider ones. Nice.
Flat out. I do, I make it up. I know what I'm doing. That's what we did.
Active everything.
Come back to where we came from. No, obviously on Rotterdam.
Around the back. I just dropped them off in the sheep, so it's a
Okay, so we just finished our tour of Hobbiton. It was really awesome. So we saw some of the stuff from Lord of the Rings, you know. We also saw stuff from the upcoming movie The Hobbit, which is actually, we found out, is it's going to be there's going to be 2 parts to it. And there's also a bonus part because apparently Del Toro, some director, was supposed to direct it, but he went back to Spain, didn't end up using it. So, walking backwards here, it's really fun. You know, we're gonna see some corny, like, you know, some corny stuff. You know, just me kind of acting out. I mean, you know, I'm a Lord of the Rings nuts, and it's kind of almost embarrassing when you're answering all the trivia questions, but hey, that's what I like. I'm a nerd. Shalom.